What's up guys, it's GamerMD83 and I'm going to do a short recap of Valiant Hearts The Great War Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is about 2 hours. The reason why I'm doing a recap is because I had technical difficulties when recording the gameplay for Chapter 1. The audio did not record for the gameplay, so I completely lost those 2 hours, completely lost Chapter 1. But since I really want to continue the Let's Play normally in Chapter 2, I first wanted to just do a quick recap, like introduce you to the characters and all that stuff so you're not completely lost for those of you that haven't played the game yet. In Chapter 1, the story revolves around 5 characters, and you get to play 2. And the story pretty much revolves around the life of these characters during the events of World War I, during 1914 and 1918. So it begins early in the beginning of the war, which involved 3 of the main characters, Karl, Emil, and Marie. Karl is a German living in France. Marie is his wife. They have a son named Victor, and Emil is Marie's father. So Marie and Emil are French, and Karl is German. In the beginning of the story, when France starts to get mobilized due to the advancements of Germany, all Germans in France get deported. That includes Karl. So Emil is left with his distraught daughter Marie and his young grandson Victor. Days later, Emil receives a letter calling him to fight for France. So now Emil has to leave, and Marie and Victor are left alone. But the conflict here is that Karl is now fighting for the German army, and Emil is going to fight for the French army, meaning they're on opposite sides. Soon after this, we're introduced to another main character who is the second person that you get to play, because Emil is the first one. The second one is Freddy. He's the American. He enlisted voluntarily in the French forces to make those who destroyed his life. He most likely lost his wife, so he enlisted in the French army in order to make those pay, which are the Germans, for ruining his life or for killing his family or whatever. During one of the battles, Emil gets seriously wounded and he is captured by the Germans, becoming a prisoner of war. In the German camp where Emil's being held, he is pretty much the German slave. He's sent to get food and blah blah blah. But this is where Emil reunites with Karl momentarily. He just sees him and they talk. Emil shows him a letter from Marie, who is his wife, just to let him know that they're okay and all that. And then he leaves quickly so that he's not caught, because he's pretty much talking to the enemy. And then the camp gets attacked. In the rubble, this is where we meet one of my favorite characters, who I think his name is Walt, which I am calling Balto. Don't ask me why, but his name is Balto, which is the little doggy. I think he's a medical dog because he has like the little cross, like the red cross on him. He is a dog from the Germans. He digs through the rubble and he helps you out, and he just sticks with you because you gave him water in one of the things you had to do while you were at the camp. So he becomes your little helper. He helps you out a lot in a lot of the different puzzles, because this is considered to be a puzzle game. The puzzles aren't extremely hard, as you will see in Chapter 2, but they do kind of make you think at times. During a very intense, stressful scene where I literally was about to start sobbing. No! Oh my god! Oh my god. No, Balto. But then Freddy, who I'm calling Mr. T because I don't think that needs any explanation, but Mr. T comes to the rescue and gets Balto out of the barbed wire and stops the truck from hitting them and all that good stuff. So Emil and Freddy become like best friends. After this, they meet Anna, who is a Belgian student and has been looking for her missing father. She was hot on the trail, which turns out that he was captured by the Germans as well. And the main bad guy, or the German that is kind of in charge, his name is Baron von Dorf. Mr. T wants to kill Baron von Dorf. Emil wants to find Karl, because he has no idea what happened to him after the camp had been destroyed. And Anna wants to find her father. So this leads me to the ending of Chapter 1, which I was like, pretty much there is a fight between Baron von Dorf and Emil and then Mr. T. Baron von Dorf is on one of those Zeppelins, and Mr. T ends up blowing up the propellers, and it's obvious that it's going to crash. Then it zooms in the cockpit of the Zeppelin, and Carl is flying it. And Anna's father is also on board. So there's a lot of mixed feelings there, because Mr. T's like, yeah, burn, baby. But they're all like, no, oh my god. So yeah, that's how Chapter 1 of Valiant Hearts ends. Hopefully that was enough to give you guys an idea of where Chapter 2 is going to start. I think I covered the major stuff in the story and the characters, so if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. So even though I wasn't able to salvage Chapter 1, I really hope you guys still enjoy this Let's Play. I will be continuing Chapter 2, and most likely next week, because I'm still waiting for something to come in order to continue the Let's Play. The game is downloadable. It's $14.99, and I will put the platforms on here because I don't know them by heart, but I will have the platforms on the screen so you guys can check those out. So tune in next week for the continuation of Valiant Hearts. This time it's going to be the full Let's Play. I'm going to make sure that the audio is recording and everything goes as planned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.